He reached out to me because a lot of things were happening, like, big and fast with me. And I think he identified.
So it all started when an article was published. According to that unverified article making the rounds, Culkin claimed that these powerful figures are involved in some seriously messed up rituals with young actors. The headline, Macaulay Culkin, Satanic Elites. Do the unthinkable to young ones during rituals is both shocking and unsettling. The article claims that Culkin accused ruthless studio executives of being horrific individuals who perform terrifying rituals on young actors. These allegations are straight out of a dark Hollywood thriller, painting a deeply disturbing picture of supposed practices involving these figures.
Did people treat you differently?
I'm always treated differently.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not.
In December 2017, several unreliable websites published articles claiming that former child actor Macaulay Culkin stated in a radio interview that Hollywood is dominated by satanic pedophiles who ritually murder children. One version of the story appeared on sites like Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch, known for creating sensationalized and false content. The material has since been replicated by other fake news websites. Hollywood executives are described as bloodthirsty Satanists who ritually aid children in the industry, according to Macaulay Culkin. He claims he survived because he was a smart, suspicious kid and became too famous to be killed like some of the other kids. Culkin stated, "You learn early to recognize which of them want to aid you and which have even darker tastes." He explained that the worst of them wear shoes made from the skin of children that they ritually murdered. Speaking on a radio show in Paris, France, Culkin remarked, "Have you seen leather products made from human skin? It has a very unusual, distinctive look. I learned at a young age to identify it." Moreover, in a controversial article on News Punch attributed to Alan Smithy, it was claimed that Macaulay Culkin revealed in a radio interview that Hollywood is controlled by satanic pedophiles. Culkin alleged that at the age of 11, a Hollywood executive tried to get him addicted to crack cocaine and boasted that his custom-made leather shoes were crafted from the skin of deceased child star Heather O'Rourke. These explosive allegations reportedly surfaced in French media, including Les Echos, but all related reports were swiftly removed within an hour of being published online. The claims made by Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch regarding Macaulay Culkin's alleged statements in a French radio interview about Hollywood executives being satanic P who M children and use their skin for products are entirely fabricated. Additionally, the piece mentions that the worst of these individuals even go as far as
Hollywood has been rocked by a shocking accusation. Former child star Macaulay Culkin has reportedly made serious allegations against one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry, Oprah Winfrey. This revelation has left fans and insiders stunned.
There is no credible evidence or record of such an interview taking place, nor did any reputable French media outlet like Les Echos publish such a story. Guillaume Brossard from Hoaxbuster, a French-language fact-checking website, confirms that the screenshots and translations provided by these sites are likely falsified and poorly translated from English. While concerns about child exploitation in Hollywood have been raised by some former child actors, including Elijah Wood, they typically focus on real issues rather than sensationalized claims involving Satanism and ritual murder. Stories like these, found on fake news and conspiracy theory websites, only serve to spread misinformation and confusion.
Working in this industry, it can push you in a lot of different directions that are not necessarily.
It's crucial to note that the authenticity and credibility of this article haven't been verified. Such serious and sensitive allegations should be approached with caution until more evidence or corroboration is provided. But rumors can spread like wildfire in Hollywood, so it's essential to approach them critically. While the article's claims about Macaulay Culkin and the entertainment industry's elite remain unverified, Hollywood is undeniably a world filled with secrecy and enigmas. The saying "snitches get stitches" highlights the perceived risks of speaking out against powerful figures in the industry. If there's any truth to the article's allegations, it might explain why Culkin's career seemed to fade mysteriously. In Hollywood, dissenting voices often face significant consequences, making it tough for individuals to openly address alleged misconduct or dark practices. Culkin's rise to fame, with his unforgettable portrayal of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, directed by Chris Columbus and written by John Hughes, is reminiscent of a Hollywood script itself.
There's Home Alone, and she's like, huh? You wanna watch it? And I'm like, you wanna watch Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, don't you?
The movie's immense success turned Culkin into an overnight sensation at just 10 years old, capturing audiences' hearts worldwide. His fame skyrocketed, leading to global stardom, featuring in marketing campaigns, magazine covers, and attracting relentless paparazzi attention. His performance earned critical acclaim, resulting in a Golden Globe nomination and a Young Artist Award. While rumors circulate, it's vital to approach these claims with skepticism until verified by credible sources. Recognizing his potential, Hollywood producers cast Culkin in successful films like Uncle Buck, My Girl, and Home Alone. 2. Lost in New York. His charm extended to a Saturday morning cartoon show called Wish Kid and a memorable appearance in Michael Jackson's Black or White music video.
Ready? Let's go.
You cheater!
Whoa!
He cheats a lot. But he's fun.
However, this success came at a personal cost. The industry's
Macaulay Culkin, best known for his role in Home Alone, has broken his silence. In a recent interview, he revealed details of an alleged disturbing past encounter with Oprah Winfrey that took place during his childhood.
Some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And children aren't supposed to handle that sort of stuff.
Got angry with me and gave me a nice swipe across the cheek, and I just went down. And then he told me to get up. And I said, and I looked at him. I was like, I'm not going to fight you, because I knew that's what he wanted me to do. He gave me another one, and my brother had walked into the apartment or something like that, and I just said, you know, F you, I'm gonna, and I closed my door, locked it, called the cops on him.
I've been living in fear and been living with this my entire life.
Macaulay Culkin is breaking his silence about the dark side of Hollywood, and let me tell you, it's absolutely jaw-dropping. He's calling out the powerful elites who've not only taken advantage of young actors, but have allegedly been doing horrifying things to them for years. Here's the thing. Child exploitation in Hollywood isn't exactly new. Former child stars like Elijah Wood and Corey Feldman have also spoken out about their disturbing experiences. But somehow, these predators always seem to dodge justice. Their money and influence have a way of keeping them untouchable. And for some reason, Oprah's name always seems to pop up in the mix. So, let's get into it. It all started with an article making waves online claiming Macaulay Culkin accused Hollywood elites of being involved in terrible rituals targeting young actors. 3 slightly different versions of the story appeared on websites like Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch. And they all allege that Macaulay said in a radio interview that Hollywood is controlled by satanic predators who harm children in horrifying ways. One version of the story from Your Newswire read, Hollywood executives are bloodthirsty Satanists who ritually abuse children in the industry. According to Macaulay Culkin, who claims he only got out alive because he was a smart, suspicious kid, and he got too famous to be killed like some of the other kids. You learn very early to recognize which of them want to A you, and which of them have even darker tastes, Macaulay Culkin said, explaining that the worst of them wear shoes made out of children that they ritually murdered. Speaking on Radio Paris France, Culkin said, "Have you seen leather products made from human skin? It has a very unusual, distinctive look. I learned at a very young age to identify it." Another wild claim came from an article on News Punch, written by someone using the name Alan Smithy. It said Macaulay accused a Hollywood exec of trying to get him hooked on crack at age 11, and even bragging that his leather shoes were made from the skin of the late child star Heather O'Rourke. The story was supposedly from a radio interview in France and reported by French media, but the details were quickly removed. All 3 sites even shared screenshots of an article they claimed was published by Les Echos. However, Guillaume Brossard, the founder of French fact-checking site Hoaxbuster, revealed,
Over the years, Oprah has been known for her deep and often emotional interviews with young stars. But could there be a darker side to these interactions? Some fans are now questioning if Culkin's claims could be connected to a larger pattern.
A job, and it was, I never chose the projects.
From her connections with some of Hollywood's figures to deeper involvement in darker circles, Oprah's image is starting to crack, and Culkin is not holding back.
Kind of just again, it's what you do.
Right.
It's in the same way that kids go to like school or something like that. Like, you fall into a routine to a certain extent.
Could Oprah be the next one to fall in this growing investigation? What does the FBI know, and how deep does her involvement go? Culkin's words suggest that the rabbit hole goes deeper than anyone imagined. After laying low for a while, Culkin's back with a bang, and he's not holding back. He's ready to drop some major truth bombs about Hollywood's dark side, and his jaw-dropping claims, especially about Oprah, are shaking things up. If you've been paying attention, you know he's exposing the sketchy stuff going down behind the scenes in Tinseltown.
Lots of weird things happen to kids.
Yeah, man,
but I got some money out of it.
Look, I'm not working like the diamond mines. I'm not a child soldier. You know what I mean? Like, I came out the other end, and I have something to show for it. The food, the wine's terrible, and the women are ugly. But otherwise, it's fantastic.
Even though Oprah is known for her image as a kind-hearted media mogul, her name's been tied to some pretty questionable figures, like John of God, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy. Rumors are swirling that she might have even helped these connect with their victims. If there's any truth to these claims, it could blow the lid off Hollywood and expose a deep web of corruption and exploitation that's been kept under wraps for years.
Culkin has blown the whistle on the entertainment industry elite to reveal that Hollywood studio executives are bloodthirsty Satanists.
Culkin isn't going solo in calling out Hollywood's dark side. He's got backup from other former child stars like Elijah Wood and Corey Feldman, who've also opened up about their own terrifying experiences. In one interview, Elijah spilled some serious tea about what's been happening behind the scenes. He said, "Clearly something major was going on in Hollywood. It was all organized. There are a lot of vipers in this industry, people who only have their own interests in mind. There is darkness in the underbelly. If you can imagine it, it's probably happened." Following Elijah's lead, Corey Feldman came forward too, exposing the abuse and exploitation he and other young stars endured, shining even more light on the twisted reality hidden beneath the industry's glamorous surface.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
The concept of freedom rocked the
Hollywood is divided on this bombshell. While some have come out in support of Macaulay, others are urging caution, stating that such accusations need undeniable proof before judgments are made.
What's really got people talking is the unexpected comeback of Macaulay Culkin, the beloved child star from Home Alone. In an alleged interview, Culkin didn't just return quietly. He dropped some serious bombshells that have left everyone stunned and scrambling for answers.
He reached out to me because a lot of things were happening, like, big and fast with me. And I think he identified with that. I mean, at the end of the day...
It all kicked off when an article started making the rounds, stirring up a storm. According to this unverified piece, Macaulay Culkin dropped some jaw-dropping accusations about powerful elites in Hollywood. The headline, "Macaulay Culkin's Satanic Elites Do the Unthinkable to Young Ones During Rituals," is as shocking as it sounds. The article claims Culkin called out ruthless studio execs, labeling them as monsters who perform terrifying rituals on young actors. It's the kind of stuff that feels straight out of a twisted Hollywood thriller, painting a horrifying picture of what might be lurking beneath the industry's shiny surface.
People treat you differently?
I'm always treated differently.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not.
In December 2017, several unreliable websites published articles claiming that former child actor Macaulay Culkin stated in a radio interview that Hollywood is dominated by satanic who ritually children. One version of the story appeared on sites like Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch, known for creating sensationalized and false content. The material has since been replicated by other fake news websites. Hollywood executives are described as bloodthirsty Satanists who ritually aid children in the industry, according to Macaulay Culkin. He claims he survived because he was a smart, suspicious kid and became too famous to like some of the other kids. Culkin stated, "You learn early to recognize which of them want to A you and which have even darker tastes." He explained that the worst of them wear shoes made from the skin of children that they ritually. Speaking on a radio show in Paris, France, Culkin remarked, "Have you seen leather products made from human skin? It has a very unusual, distinctive look. I learned at a young age to identify it." A controversial article on News Punch, attributed to Alan Smithy, claimed that Macaulay Culkin revealed in a radio interview that Hollywood is controlled by satanic. According to the piece, Culkin alleged that when he was 11, a Hollywood executive tried to get him hooked on crack cocaine and even bragged that his custom-made leather shoes were made from the skin of the late child star Heather O'Rourke. These shocking claims reportedly surfaced in French media, including Les Echos, only to be removed within an hour of publication. However, fact-checking platforms such as Hoaxbuster have debunked these stories. Guillaume Brossard from Hoaxbuster confirmed that no credible evidence supports the existence of such an interview or the publication of the story by Les Echos.
So far, Oprah Winfrey has not directly responded to the allegations. However, sources close to her claim she is shocked and denies any wrongdoing. Will she eventually address this publicly?
To buy a tape, this particular tape, and then distribute it, because that's what he said. She's been distributing it to pedophiles for a price, and ain't nobody said nothing in all these years. As much hate as Oprah get, you think they wouldn't have put that out here somewhere? Man, I got this from Oprah. Somebody would have been put her on blast because of the stuff she owned. They didn't. Simply for the fact because they want to own what she owned, they could put her on blast. So that don't even, just from a business standpoint, that don't make sense. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Steve, let me bring you in. Same thing. What are your thoughts on this, and do you agree with Dr. Umar?
Well, first of all, I love Dr. Umar. Sometimes he can be a little bit too woke. But Dr. Umar, first of all, I'm gonna say this: your outfit is terrible. I've seen you wear better. The outfit, them Chinese folks fooled you on that van. That outfit, shirt, hat combo is awful. But listen,
plenty of food.
It's awful. But you know what, man? He is right. I feel like people are trying to get rid of a lot of our high-profile Black celebrities. I really believe that. With this thing with Diddy, is a lot of evidence against him. But this Oprah thing is really, really kind of far-fetched. $75 million, you know, to get the Baby Oil Chronicles. She handed them out. You get the Chronicles. You get the Chronicles. I don't see that. And by the way, Oprah, I think she was a victim of sexual assault as well. So why would she be in on something like that? That's kind of far-fetched. So I'm not buying that. But I do agree with Dr. Umar. And
Yeah, and Steve, you know, he's specifically talking about YouTubers. You know, typically these are people who don't have credible sources. Typically, I know here, you know, because we are based on YouTube, we always try to like dig deep. Where did this come from? Who said this? Who said that? Do you think there needs to be a real penalty? Because I don't think there's a real penalty other than you saw Piers Morgan, who got a cease and desist. But, you know, it's like, oh, you apologize and you take it down. Do you think there needs to be a more crucial penalty?
Macaulay Culkin has been open about his difficult past, including his strained relationship with his parents. But could this latest revelation be the most traumatic experience he has kept hidden all these years?
I've never been to jail. This is my first time in jail. But these knives are 6-9 inches long sometimes, you know, homemade with materials from the steel walls. It's very violent. There's stabbings at least a couple times a week. Heck, back in October, an inmate was charged in a murder-for-hire plot that led to the passing of a 28-year-old woman last December outside a New York City nightclub. According to prosecutors, the inmate used a contraband cell phone to orchestrate the plot from behind bars. So yes, anything can happen. What's more, investigators carried out an interagency operation to clean up the troubled New York City federal jail, and they managed to seize illegal substances, homemade weapons, and electronic devices. The raid had nothing to do with Diddy. It was only carried out to ensure the safety and security of staff and inmates at the facility, and was part of a larger safety and security initiative, and not in response to any particular threat or intelligence. And while their efforts are commendable, the point is, it's the Wild West out there. And that's exactly why one woman who lost her husband to violence at a U.S. detention center advised Diddy to not keep to himself and to not trust anybody. During an interview with Us Weekly, Ashley Cordero said, "The prison is disgusting. They have rats running through there and everything. It's disgusting inside. My husband used to sit there and say it was nasty that rats were everywhere. No human being should be living like that at all. No human being should live that way. You're not an animal. You're still a human." She also said, he, Sean Diddy Combs, should try to transfer to a different prison. My husband passed away in there. That prison is no good. Honestly, him getting denied bail, you got to suck it up and be in prison, but try to transfer. That prison is obviously not safe. If so many are complaining, that says something. Unfortunately, Diddy's lawyers have been having a hard time getting him out. They requested the court to transfer his client to a prison in Essex County in New Jersey. In their motion for Combs' bail, jail, his attorneys wrote that several courts in this district have recognized that the conditions at Metropolitan Detention Center are not fit for pretrial detention. Just earlier this summer, an inmate was murked. At least 4 inmates have passed away by blank there in the past 3 years. However, the decision was ultimately put in the hands of the Bureau of Prisons, who turned down Diddy. Now, I want to point out that Diddy's not exactly wrong to be paranoid, because he's in the same jail that held R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, legal experts have already noted the similarities between Diddy's case and Epstein's.
Prosecutors in both of these cases have said that the defendants were sex obsessed, and that they used their wealth and their power, resources, network to satisfy these desires, and more specifically for Combs.
Even an anonymous Homeland Security agent who participated in the raids on his mansion said that Diddy is as bad as Epstein. But here's where things get concerning for Diddy. Jeffrey was discovered passed away in his jail cell on August 10th, 2019. And according to reports, he did the deed himself. But over the years, fans have uncovered several clues, suggesting that might not have been the case. And it's not mere speculation, since Jeffrey did know a lot of powerful people. And if he ended up exposing them, it would have meant a lot of trouble. So of course there was a long list of people who wanted.
With such serious claims surfacing, legal experts are speculating whether authorities will launch an official investigation. Could this turn into a major Hollywood scandal?
Yeah, that's been a recurring theme. One right now too.
Damn, what's the going rate right now?
Well, I'll send you a video.
Damn, okay, shit.
In this situation, they have 50 on me.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, damn.
50 baller. Yeah, damn, that's a nigga, what?
They have 50 on me. They have 50 on me, bro.
And if you don't mind, while you put that up, can you speak on why? I mean, I know you about to send it, but for what reason? Is it something you said, something you done, a female you protected? Maybe it went too far.
Right. So like I had referenced earlier, like my main business model is protecting females who got the proper resources. So these guys had hold on, I'm gonna send you that video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that right now before I forget. So matter of fact, let me just do this before I start, because this is a dark topic, right? Fuck. You can see some strippers or something, bro. Trying to get interested. Oh, okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Joker, coming to you right now.
Oh. Yeah, so this is what you did to the young man.
Yeah. So that's when I had 50 on me. Yeah, I had to shoot through the door. And like the dude who said call 911, he got hit in the neck, hit an artery, shot blood all through the ceiling, on the porch, everywhere.
Fans around the world are debating this controversy. Some believe Macaulay's claims, while others are skeptical, questioning the timing and lack of concrete evidence. What do you think?
So you said that Denzel Washington wasn't down with the program, the Diddy program.
Well, no. My friend had to do a number 2, and she was on stage. And he wouldn't let her be relieved, and so she ended up doing it on stage in front of everybody, and it was a wet one. And it went everywhere. It was so nasty, and Denzel was disgusted. He grabbed his wife and was like, "You don't respect nobody," and ran up out of there.
Did you see people react like that a lot, or were most people going with the flow?
It was so much going on. The people that noticed reacted, but it was just so much going on. If you weren't right there in that vicinity, you didn't even know. It was too much going on. But yeah, everybody, and everybody was just walking around zombied out. Like after a certain time, when you would make the announcement, if you don't, the regular party's over, if you don't want to participate in what goes on after. It's just interesting. I just want to bring up Justin Bieber for a second. Shout out to Justin Bieber, man. I'm a Justin Bieber fan. I want to work with him. Man, I have such empathy for you. You are a strong person, Justin. Shout out to you in your heart. You sing when I hear the pain. Now when I listen to your music, I hear the pain in your voice, Justin. All you wanted to do was sing. Your mother caught you playing your guitar, singing, and thought, let me help my son out. Let me focus on what God, let me nurture this talent. And she thought she was doing the right thing by taking that video to Scooter Braun. And I'm sure Scooter Braun probably thought he was doing the right thing taking to Usher. But Usher, why you do him like that? You need your ass kicked, Usher. Usher, you need your ass kicked. You need to get slapped or something, Usher. You knew what Diddy was gonna do to him. What'd you get by taking him over there? And then you had the nerve, he signed to you? So you've been making money off him after you get him abused like that? You owe him all his money back. Are you Diddy number 2, 3, 4, Usher? Running around here. I mean, this is ridiculous, y'all. Hey, I'm on a live, y'all. Stop calling me when I'm on a live. That's disrespectful. I'm on live. Stop calling me.
Jaguar Wright is watching. She's in the chat.
Hi, Jaguar. I love you. Oh, I love if I can work with her. She sings so good. When she... Hey, tell Fox to stop calling me. Jaguar Wright is on the... Tell him to keep calling.
Purple Rain.
Tell him to stop. He keep calling. He called 5 times. I don't even know what... Man, he gonna make me talk mess. Tell him to stop. That's ridiculous. Hey, Jaguar.
This isn't the first time Macaulay has hinted at disturbing experiences in Hollywood. Could this be the moment where all the puzzle pieces start coming together?
Yeah, man, bro. Like, me and him been outside together 15 years. Well, that's small. So, he the reason I'm alive right now. You feel me? Like, he don't really care about money like that. Like, he don't really care about a lot of them. As long as he got his jewelry, he got his cup, he got his gun, and we doing our thing, he cool.
Yeah, that's all you need in life.
So, whenever I know I got a situation coming up and, the risk of dying is high, dude gonna make sure he there. That's what he like to do. Right. But anywhere I take my boy, I have to give him certain guidelines. On this particular day, I say, bro, I don't know what we're gonna see in here, but we get $2,500 apiece to keep these 2 models right here safe at this event. Don't get out of my eyesight. He said, Gordo, that's my nickname, Gordo. I said, Gordo, I love you, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I say, okay, bro, the bathroom over there, I think. So I'm over here dealing with them. About 30 seconds ago, I hear, he got a gun. I'm like, I instantly know, I say, fucking do God. I look over there, I see he got joined up and it's out and he pointed it at somebody. He say, hey man, everybody get on the ground. So now here I go, I gotta say, y'all stay right there. I come over there. 5 dudes in the bathroom. Everybody pants at their ankles. One dude didn't even have no pants on at all. He even had no socks on. He getting extra crazy. I'm like, dude, what you just see? He say, bro, these motherfuckers in here all pulling each other. I'm like, what you mean? He say, man, sword fighting in here. Hey, we gotta go. I'm looking like, damn. Shout out Big Duga.
Shout out Big Duga.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Duga. Damn.
That's the thing, bro. Like, bro, these, bro.
So, let's do it like this. Let me ask you.
Niggas would get mad at me. I wouldn't plug them with celebrities. And I say, look, bro, you don't know what you asking for. And when I see certain guys, I say, yeah, you definitely getting your cake stood. Because you too thirsty to go be up here. 5 in the morning, you want to be in the studio with all dudes? Everybody on ecstasy and cocaine. They sipping liquor. There's no females here. You the females, my boy.
Shit.
You the female. Oh no.
Now, Chris Columbus had a story that he told where he was laying down with his wife, and he got a phone call from Diddy like at 2 in the morning, saying I'm at the hotel, and he's like, yeah.
Over the years, several disturbing stories have come out about child actors facing abuse in the industry. Could Culkin's allegations be part of a bigger Hollywood cover-up?
I'm licensed in Texas and in New York. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. Conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter, no matter who the evidence implicates.
The entertainment industry is cooked. Can you imagine how many other famous people and big executives are probably involved in this?
These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed. The wall of silence has now been broken and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us, people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. We now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
So they said they vetted. That's what cut out right there, but they were vetted. 120 people.
Claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. We also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts, we check venues, we check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times, it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against.
Wait, is there anyone in support of Diddy? Is that a thing? Does Diddy actually have diehard fans that aren't like shitting on him right now? I've literally never seen a single one. Everyone's just like, yeah, this guy's a fucking psycho.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. It is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida.
This guy's a fucking menace.
I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Okay, I didn't know about that. I thought this, what the I swear in my life I did not know about that part. Oh no.
We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Some media outlets are covering the story aggressively, while others are noticeably silent. Is there an attempt to suppress these accusations?
Undercover home niggas and women were there. You know what I'm saying? So he felt at home to make that move.
Do you feel like Ja Rule was part of that? Do you know personally know Ja Rule?
Yeah, I know Ja.
Do you feel like he on that type of time?
I never seen him do anything for me to say that he's on that type of time.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Ja Rule seemed cool, man. I had him on the show and all that, man. But when that news came out, I'm like, damn, bro. I hope the homie ain't switch sides on us or nothing.
Well, what news?
What's that?
What news are you referring to?
Well, basically, those claims that Gene Deal put out there, man, about them being in the room together.
Oh, come on, when Gene Deal was guarding the freak door.
Exactly.
And Ja cousin tried to come and go in, and he's like, nah, nigga, it's the freak door. You can't go in. You heard it, there's some real freaky shit going on there. But just because Ja, Diddy, because I think they said Ja, Diddy, and 2 chicks was in the room. You know what I'm saying? So that they could have just been, I don't know what they could have been doing, but he didn't insinuate that Diddy and Ja was doing anything. He kind of made it seem like they was in there popping off with some chicks.
Okay.
So I'm not going to try to throw Ja in that mix. Now, if it was all niggas in there, then you know what I'm saying. But for me, I'm gonna give Ja the benefit of the doubt because he said it was. They had some. I think he named who was in there, but I just can't remember. But I know it was like 2 women. It wasn't a bunch of dudes.
Like the part that's a lot of people are leaving out, that it was 2 women in there. It wasn't just them 2 in there.
Yeah.
Strange things. You mentioned in one of your interviews that you feel like your career was kind of hindered because you didn't give in to zesty activities.
That's a fact.
Were you being pressured by like higher ups to kind of, do weird things, or why do you feel that way?
What are the legal implications of these claims? Experts discuss whether Culkin could take legal action or if Oprah could file a defamation lawsuit in response.
To the video of his upcoming Halloween party featuring Chris Brown, it looks like it's gonna be crazy. You had made mention about Jamie Foxx, or he had made mention himself in a special talking about his almost losing his life, and his hospitalization was due to Diddy. There are stories of him getting beat up and getting put, but I know he was on a movie set, but something from an altercation or something from drug related that was given to him.
Diddy will pull up and get wild with you by himself.
Oh, wow.
Like he's not soft. So that's the whole thing with him, like,
Yeah, pull up and take something like it.
Bro, he'll pull up and, he slapped Drake.
He did, and everyone looked over that.
Oh, I'm not gonna call him a gangster. But he be on some tough shit, bro. And it'll piss you off, like with his son with the lip gloss on and the waves all the time.
Yeah.
He sweat, he a gangster, bro. I mean, like, bro, we gotta get crazy with you in here.
I mean, anyone who probably do a lot of cocaine will feel all kind of invincible. Will feel all kind of courageous.
With money?
With money, I believe they'll do a lot outside of normal man, who's rational. and just say, let me post up. But let me get your take on with Jamie Foxx, because mind you, Diddy parties and Jamie Foxx parties were the two black Hollywood elite parties that you would always hear about. That was like, you gotta be there to see it. For him to say that I was hospitalized possibly because of something that happened with Diddy.
He thought he was gonna tell.
Ooh.
So look, shout out Big Dugard, my right-hand man, shout out folks. He have a very interesting Jamie Foxx story. I don't know if you know about this or seen it.
No.
Give us a Cliff Notes.
I'm gonna let him come on here and tell that, but I'll say this though.
I know he said something about Jamie Foxx in a bathroom.
It wasn't Jamie Foxx in the bathroom, it was his party.
Okay, it's his party. And then
Oprah Winfrey has been an icon for decades, known for her philanthropy and influence. If these allegations gain traction, could they tarnish her legacy forever?